what's going on at the moment in the world is that we're also starting to connect more in person with our family.
We've all bonded over taking the dog for a walk and getting out and being physically active.
During this time of social isolation and physical distancing, we're spending a lot less time, at work and with our larger family and with some of our friends. But what we are doing is we're spending more time at home with our family and with our partners. So what this means is that as parents and as partners is that we are a little bit more available to those around us.
I have really personally enjoyed having my family all at home together. It is extremely challenging, and yes, they are all extremely annoying, but at the same time, we've all chipped in as a team, and we've spoken to the children about saying we are in this as a team. We're all going to be stuck in this house together. So let's look at some ways in which we can do this really, really well and make it as easy on our family as possible. I've been a little bit cheeky in that I told the kids that we could only go to the shops once a week, which is true. That's one of our directives. So that means they can't really be fussy about the food they're eating because I can only cook one meal a night. So what I've seen in this time is I've seen my kids stepping up and trying new food, eating lots of veggies. And if they say I don't like it, I say, I'm really sorry, we don't have any other food tonight. This is all we've got. And they'll eat it. So that's been a massive silver lining for me.
Now, our teenagers might be really struggling with social isolation because developmentally, it is a time where they want to be spending with their friends, and they're not really able to do that in the same way at the moment. So although we might notice our teens not really being with the family and sometimes still spending a lot of time in their room, our teens still get a lot of benefit from knowing that we are available and that we are around. And even though they might not be talking or engaging with us much, they can still really get a lot out of us being at home more.
The children have also stopped fighting as much because I think they've realised they can't get away from each other and they've learnt that they have to get along. So I have seen the kids starting to develop new techniques to interact with each other and play with each other. The older one has been teaching the younger one how to play on the Xbox.
Another thing that can be really great during this time is to have a lot of discussions with your family about what's going on in the world and getting an understanding of how they're coping with it, what they think about it, how they feel like they're handling it, and also to get together as a family and discuss how you in your bubble are coping with what's going on. There are some really important benefits that we can get out of slowing down and being at home and connecting more. We are talking more with our partners and we're having more open, honest conversations with our partners. And we can also get to know each other better. We can start to talk to our kids a little bit more and get to know them, and they can actually get to know us, which is beneficial for the whole family.
I've had the kids doing fitness classes with me. I've realised that my children are extremely fit, and I thought I was, but I am not. So mum's laying on the floor dying and the kids are going, what are you doing? We've got 20 more jump squats to do. So there are so many silver linings in this situation. We just have to find them. I do recognise that my situation is a positive one, and there are people in extremely difficult circumstances at the moment.
With technology these days, we are so connected in so many different ways, almost constantly, we are connected.
My children have really learnt to value their relationships with their grandparents. I think they took for granted that they were seeing their grandparents twice a week. Their grandparents were helping with school pickups and cooking dinner when mum was working, so they were so used to having so much contact. And since they've not been able to see their grandparents in 6 weeks, they're actively making efforts to Zoom and to teach Nan and Pop how to use technology FaceTime. If something happens at home or they learn something new, they say, quick, let's ring up Nan and Pop, and they get them on the FaceTime and they're really communicating quite well. It's a challenging time for the older generation because they're not across all of the platforms, the communication platforms, and it can be quite challenging but also highly amusing in trying to get them on the screens, talking to grandparents and only seeing their foreheads or their nose or their ears because they don't know how to centre themselves on a camera. We're all finding it really quite amusing, but I am seeing my children really connect and appreciate their grandparents at this difficult time. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you again soon.